Alright guys, so I've made some tweaks to the Grimestreet version of the deck. If you saw the last video, I was playing two adaptive amalgams, so I cut one of those and I cut a Raptor Herald. I wasn't happy to cut the Raptor Herald, but I think it makes good way for Consecration. I know it's crazy to play an aggressive deck and not play Consecration, but I was trying it at first. I wanted to be minion heavy considering that a lot of the pump effects need to hit minions in your hand, and the more spells you got, the worse it is. So this is I Don't Effing Know Grimestreet 2.0. Last one was 1. And I'm going to give this a run, do a couple of games here, and see how far this takes me. So let's get some games in. If you want a little bit more deck explanation, check out the video before this, and that will give you some insight into some of the card choices, some of the synergies and stuff. But otherwise, let's see how much damage I can do here. Last run I did with this deck went 3 and 4, which wasn't ideal. I had some really aggressive decks that kind of put me in my place, but each of them would have been much better matchups with Consecration, so I'm feeling a little bit better about this. Playing against Warlock is fine. Double Consecration. Well, I said I wanted it, and now it's giving me 2. I don't think I keep those. That's crazy. Violet Treasure Gill into Resistance Aura would be great against Warlock. They've got lots of spells they like to cast early on. Ooh, Dreambound Raptor. This guy is surprisingly powerful. I've mainly just seen him in aggressive decks, or her. Is that a male or female raptor? Let's see. I'm tempted to just jam it. That does, lose some of the power that he potentially can create. But it does also give me the ability to attack back. They can trade. That might be better than coining something. Yeah, if it lives, fine. If I trade with a 3-2, that's totally fine too, I think. So no quests, so they're not playing the Rift, which is great. Wow. Okay, so they're playing the Shreds of Time version, which could be good for me. That does mean they have stuff like 2 mana 4/4s, which could be problematic. Let's do this. And if they're going aggressive, that doesn't seem bad, especially with Reborn. Yeah, that seems like a great draw. Cool. I absolutely adore Ziliax in this deck. This version of it is super cute. It's not the best version by any means, but in this deck, wow. Okay then. Talk about a barrage. I'm a little hesitant now just to play this guy because I might just die, but I don't know that I have any better options. Yeah, coin into Hourglass is just bad, so let's do this and pray that it works out. Righteous Protector would have been really helpful at this stage of the game. I've thought about adding other taunt minions, like there's stuff like Stonehill Defender, which is in that same vein of like discover more minions that I'm trying to do with this deck. There it is, 2 mana, 6/6. Goodness. Alright, down to 9. Consecration would be amazing. I did not anticipate this much of an aggressive deck, otherwise I would have kept a Consecration. And I am being punished for it, rightfully so. I don't think anything I do here is going to matter, unfortunately. That could get Tigress Plushie, can't play it. Or Nomelia, same thing. Yeah, I think this is just super game, because, yeah, they've got 14 power on board. That's crazy. Well, should have kept one of the Consecrations, but I didn't anticipate that much of an aggressive start. So Shreds Warlock 0-1, that's fine. And that's exactly why I'm testing. I gotta know You know, how to mulligan against different things. I still think it's a greater possibility when playing against Warlock to be playing against the Quest versus Shreds of Time, but the Shred is pretty good. It's aggressive as all hell. Yeah, that Shred Warlock is actually a pretty difficult matchup, in my experience at least, with the Pain Demon Hunter. That's one of the bars I use, is like Paint Demon Hunter or some of the other aggressive decks. If you can make something that's more aggressive than that, then... Let's see, playing against Shaman. What could that mean? I think this is fine to do that. Okay, great draw. So Amalgam into Creature. Yeah, this deck feels a lot better with one Amalgam. Alright, so Quest Shaman. Oh, the adaptation, okay. Ooh, Grimestreet might be better. You know, I'm going to hold the Grimestreet, I think, for a turn or so. Let's do this. See what we get. None of these are very good. I don't know that they're going to be playing any weapons. It is a 3-mana 7/9. Yeah, let's do that just for sake of value. And does this actually shuffle my deck? Does that take the card that's on top and put it not on top? We're about to find out. Yeah, coming from a Magic the Gathering background, shuffling your deck can be a very powerful tool. What? That is not at all what I expected. That seems like a tremendous waste of resources. Yeah, so it shuffles the whole deck. Alright, good to know. Let's do this. And sure. Okay, so I've got a 3-mana 7/9 in my deck somewhere. Oops. Interesting. They're just throwing everything out. Very surprising.
For justice.
Repent.
Nightmares never forgotten.
I don't think that's worth attacking there. That seems kind of like a waste. I kind of just want to pump this and attack with both. Yeah, let's see what I draw here. Alright. I wanted Consecration. I'm getting them, just not at the time I want them. Let's attack first so that guy gets a little bump. What do we get off of it? Sure.
Repent.
Okay. This guy is pretty good.
Low in price, high in fun.
So I attack, this becomes a 4/8. That's a pretty good dark gift to give it. This does clear the way so that I can hit for 6, which doesn't seem bad. It also gives me Kindred for next turn for that. Yeah, let's give it a run. So that's also this is going to pump the mini Tigress, so it'll be a 2/2 at least.
For justice.
Ay, ay, ay. That's
Reporting for duty.
Sometimes you just go on autopilot. That's the way it goes. How's it going, Gloria? Tell me your favorite Hearthstone card.
Lowering price high in fun.
Interesting. They're just throwing so many spells around. That's fascinating. I can't help but feel like my opponent is wasting all kinds of resources on things that don't matter. It's very fascinating. Consecration doesn't seem bad here. It's not ideal, though. I think... Let's see what I get off the Raptor Herald first. Ooh, this with a 2/2 copy? That could be nuts. I like that a lot. I can't cast it this turn, but it is still going to cost 1 less. Yeah, let's run that. That is very hard to argue with. So much value. Yeah, I think I still Consecration and Bash.
Move quickly.
Yeah, this is turned out to be a pretty good game here, but I think part of that is because my opponent's likely squandering resources. There you go, that seems good for you. So they've got a 3/4 Wind Fury weapon. But yeah, how do you argue with this? Making an extra 2/2 copy is crazy. Yeah, let's just run it. Use the 2/2 to attack that. So I got 8 on board. This will go to 4. That would be 12. Yeah, and then I can always use this to have lethal next turn, should they not do anything relevant. I assume, just like they have been, they're going to throw everything they can at... There you go. So that would make this a 4/8. Do I care about the 8/8s? I don't think I do. Not right now, at least, because I can do this, make one of them smaller. Yeah, this seems like a really good position. Dash for 10. Put them at 4. I think I make one of the 8/8s smaller. I want to make an 8/8 smaller, but I feel like that's a waste, because then next turn, should they put like a taunt minion or something in the way, I have the ability to clear it much easier with the mini toy captain.
I must move quickly.
Yeah, this will draw Overlord or Nomelia right now, which also gives me an option to clear guys. So let's do this. Okay, no melee is great. Give me them Morlocks. Let's go.
My hatred cannot be contained.
Wow. Huh. Okay. Sure. That's unfortunate, but I've got 3 more Murlocs. Yeah, that Tyrannigal was so powerful there. Getting an extra 2/2 copy off the Dark Gift was busted. Yeah, you just dead, buddy. Well played. Alright, so after 2 games, sitting at 1-1. Seems solid. So yeah, Consecration came in handy that game. I do think that my opponent could have won that game. It seemed like, you know, throwing spells at a 1/1 soldier, like they threw so many spells early on that I think could have helped them in that mid game where they started to lose control. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know what they had all up in their hand, and they didn't. A lot of their spells were like making, you know, taunt guys and giving them more spells. So I don't know. Who's to say?
You could not stop me then. You
Gonna throw back Overlord and then pray that Death Knight does not completely obliterate me.
With honor.
Fine. Toy Captain's okay. Not what I want to see now. Violet Treasure Gill could help me slow them down a little, should I see it a resistance aura.
The light dim, but we fight.
I swear, if they coin and make a leech and kill the guy, that would just be annoying as all hell. Okay, that I can deal with. The leeches are like one of my least favorite Hearthstone cards of all time. They are very good, like objectively a fantastic card, fantastic mechanic, but it makes games so miserable. I think that's something they might have kind of overlooked too much in their R&D. So their guy went on top of their deck, so I assume it's very big. I'm thinking... Treasure Gill seems like a waste this turn. Yeah, let's just do this.
Repent.
It's possible Creature of Madness was the right call, but I think digging deeper into my deck is going to help a lot.
Valen, we have a problem.
Look at that. So this is only going to get resistance auras now. And they have a spell burst minion, so I can't help but feel like it's the right time to play it.
Repent.
Handle it.
That's what they got. Okay. So that would be a 1-mana 1/2 that gives a friendly beast +2/+2. 3 mana, 2/4 charge. I think this is probably the right call.
Draw forth.
I must move quickly.
Three mana, 3/3 Divine Shield, Wind Fury, or 3 mana, 3/7 with Taunt. Let's give that a try. I was thinking about attacking their face, but just so that I have 3 minions in case they're inclined to attack my face, then that gives me the more possibility of starting my next turn with minions in the battlefield, so then I can do this on one of them. Not ideal, but it gives me the mini version, which I can use to either get rid of this or something bigger. Because this guy is kind of a problem at this stage in the game, at least. I could also do this. I could go Dreambound Raptor into this guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. One mana top minion would be cool. Okay, no. This seems fine. Ooh, and it's got poisonous. Let's go. That's one way to do it. Sure. Alright, so this game's getting a little out of control now. This guy does have taunt, which isn't bad. Seems like this into the mini version, making this a 1/1 is probably the best way to go. Yeah, nothing else seems like it's going to have the same impact.
The toy store belongs to the Titans. You have a fraction of my power. Wretched rights. Wretched rights.
I've considered a version of the deck that plays Elise the Navigator. It would be a lot more mid-range if it had to have stuff that costs, you know, have stuff that costs every different mana cost. I don't know what 10-drop I would be playing, but I guess I could play the ancient whatever, the 125 cost guy. And then there's definitely 6, 7, 8, probably a 9 that I could fit in here. So it's possible, but I don't know that I haven't been able to figure out a good deck list that feels worth playing with it. Rock Skipper kills that. That kills both their guys. I could do this into Nomelia. If I do this and kill the raid leader, then I'd have to do something like that, which doesn't seem great. Yeah, I think because I'm at 6, I gotta do this play, which is a little desperate, but desperate times. Oh yeah, exactly what I was hoping for. Reborn is perfect here. So clear the board and I get another one. Yeah, one of the downsides of only having one Tigress plushie is that against aggressive decks, it can be tough because that life gain can make such a difference. I don't think there's too much else that would gain me life in the deck, though, outside of like stuff I would get off of Discover minions. Alright, fair enough. Take 2. You know what's funny? They could have done this and then used this on it and then just killed me because these guys have charge. But they missed that play. Thank God. Whew, thank God.
I have but little time.
That's not good. Ah, speak of the devil. So I can do this, Hand of a Dalit. Hopefully it gets Reborn or something like that off of that. Or even Poisonous would be cool. 4, 5, 6. That would leave me with 2 mana. Not ideal. I would like to have a taunt minion out there, but I don't know if that's justifiable. Let me see what this gets. If this gets Poisonous, then I definitely just throw the taunt guy. Oh, batting 1,000 today. Goodbye. And this gets a bonus effect. Alright, elusive is fine. Okay, still in this game. Alright, that's fair. Nice, great draw.
A recurring dream.
For justice.
Yeah, the game is within reach now. I'm so surprised they didn't see that play with their location and their hero power. That would have ended the game many turns ago. I guess Rock Skipper is fine. I'm tempted to Rock Skipper and then use this to throw its stats on this, because that helps lengthen the gap of life totals. I wouldn't call it a good play, but it is certainly a play. And I've also got the 4/4 from that. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Spit out the bones of its attacking minion into your hand. I thought it actually spit it onto the minions in my hand. That's annoying. I guess that's more utility rather than some random thing. Eesh, this could be bad. Yep, that's bad. That's very bad. Okay then. So... And naturally, the dude they got, ay, ay, ay. Where did that come from? It did come from that, okay. That's a pretty good random minion to get. Jeez. Now the game is assuredly just over. I could go attack and then rock, but then they get a 6-cost minion. Also have this with these, which still just kills a guy and makes another guy. So yeah, nothing I do here is gonna actually win the game. That's unfortunate. So after 3 games, 1 and 2, yeah, Death Knight is a hard matchup, I think, for pretty much everybody. Some say if you can't beat him, join him, but I like thinking out of the box too much. I enjoy brewing decks. I enjoy trying to find holes in the metagame a little too much. I'm sure at some point I will probably figure out that this deck does not have the proper tools to be completely relevant. But until I get to that point, I'm going to keep trying some of these things out. So 3 games in, 1 and 2. Last round with this deck I went 3 and 4. But there's a significant amount of potential here.
Fear the coming storm.
I will fight with honor.
Oof. I don't think I keep a resistance aura. Tempted to keep Painter's Virtue and Toy Captain, but I don't think that's the right call. Let's do this. Eesh. Alright, that's a little more mana than I was hoping to see here. Wow, and draw a 5-drop, sure.
Prepare to take off.
Okay, glad I didn't keep the resistance auras. Seems like they've got a lot of minions in this deck, probably. Rock Skipper is fine here. Yeah, every now and then I just wonder what my opponents think when I play like turn 2 Rock Skipper or Violet Gill or Violet Treasure Gill. It just probably looks like a very bad Murloc deck.
Keeping the timelines clean like clockwork.
Okay. It's not a bad use. That's pretty annoying. And whenever a minion dies, they get one that costs 1 more. So we gotta rock that guy. Tempted to do this. It gets either Nomelia or Tigress plushie.
I wonder.
Yeah, I don't think I can justify this yet. The poisonous is very valuable.
Let me think. I must move quickly.
So definitely doing that. You know, let's be preemptive about it. Let's give it a go and see how this runs. Okay, into Nomelia is helpful. Oops.
Thank you.
Package tight for treasure transport.
Thank you.
The sands speak, and I listen.
Consecration would be pretty good here, at least helpful. Thinking about Nomelia possibly. Because that would clear these guys out the way, then I can take out another guy, pump my hand. Yeah, I think that prevents quite a bit of damage next turn.
Our rallying cry!
These guys are way pumped.
May I take your sword?
Wind Fury's pretty good. And Death Rattle shuffle it into their deck with +2 attack permanently? Okie dokie then.
Let me think.
Unfortunately, I think I have to do this and hit this. That weapon is kind of a problem. It's only got 2 more attacks in it, but
I wonder.
it's enough to be a nuisance. I'd go down to 13 here. I'd get a 1-mana 5/5. Probably play Resistance Aura.
I must move
Actually,
quickly
let's do this,
for justice.
and then this, and then this.
The light dims, but we fight.
Yeah, I missed that other Tigress plushie. Alright, so I'm getting hit for at least 3 here. I can only assume they've got another spell or something, though.
Oh, have you filled out the paperwork?
Damage to the enemy hero. Not what I want to see. There we go. So I'm taking 6. Fair enough. For those both. Okay, so they still have the 2 cards off of Dream Planner. That's not good. Let's see what I get off of this. So 3/3 lifesteal. It's gonna go to a 4/4. So let's do this. 6 mana, so it'd be 3. Probably gonna go 4 there.
I must move
Maybe
quickly
Resistance Aura
for
also.
justice.
The light dims, but we will fight.
Yeah, I think just... I don't know. I'm probably dead because they have those 2 spells in their hand that will deal damage, likely.
Nightmares are never forgotten.
Yeah, Dream Planner can be pretty hit or miss sometimes. I've played him and gotten like a Pyroblast or whatever that 10 mana card is. It deals 10 damage, and I was like, that's not helpful to me now. It's turn 6. Like, but sometimes it gives you exactly what you need, so hard to tell. Death Rattle. Oh, they get that weapon again with the Death Rattle. That's unfortunate.
I wonder.
That'll put me to 9, thankfully, when I attack. Okay, that's something. Their weapon is going to be, I think, what, a 5/4 with Wind Fury, so I got to get above 10. I don't think this is a winning position here.
I must move quickly. For justice. Reporting for duty.
And yeah, I think we're dead here. Weapon kill me? I'm pretty sure it's a 5. If it's a 4, that's great. I'm at 1.
Ancestors bless you.
Play it if you got it, buddy. Thank you. Okay, it is a 5/4. Alright, so 1, 3. Interesting. Alright, one more game, and then I'm going to call it here. Sitting at 1 and 3 after 4 games is not great. Quite a few slow draws this round of games. Yeah, I'm contemplating cutting the other raptor. Question is, what do I add for it? I might throw in the other tiger's plushie, but I don't think that's the right call.
I will fight with
Okay,
honor.
Paladin. Normally it's just correct to assume that that means Murloc, so I keep Rock Skipper Consecration. It could be auras. Might be better for us if they're on auras than Murlocs, but we'll see. Sure. They are on auras. Let's see what this gives me. Sure. How about an aura for your auras, bruh? So you can aura while you aura.
Reporting for duty.
Pleasure of forth.
This could be okay with the Painter's Virtue. That's just not worth it. Wind Fury and Divine Shield's okay, but let's give that a try. I found that Aura Paladin is a fun deck, but I'm not sure how good it is. Interesting Robo-Collar, huh? They just drew 3 cards? Okay. Yeah, I think I go Hench Clan and then next turn Painter's Virtue. The Robocolor seems decent. 3 mana, 3/2, so there's a body on it, plus it draws you cards. Wow. That's worth considering for this deck. That's a lot of power.
Who goes there?
Yeah, hard to argue with this.
Justice.
Take 6. And that attacks and kills a minion? Yeah. Next turn will likely be Raptor Herald.
The sun shines for me.
That's a good card. Wow, 2 coins. Very well done. Also well done. Then 2 more coins would give you 4 more mana. Not going to play it. Okay. Pretty sure I have to kill that guy. That's phenomenal. That's a insanely good card. Rock Skipper. I don't think I can kill it though, because Rock Skipper, that would deal 3. It costs 3 mana total with the rock, but then I can't Consecration also. That sucks. Well, they get some value out of it.
Let me
Grimestreet first here, because then this guy's a 6/3, so it doesn't die to the weapon, and also has the ability to kill that should it live to next turn.
I must move quickly.
I think that's okay. I can play it next turn, and it would kill
For justice.
their guy likely, assuming they don't play anything else, but I don't know. It gives me a line of play, which is better than having no way to kill it. Double coin, very nice. Yeah, possibly I shouldn't have played the Grimestreet, but I think getting the 6/4 out there was worth trying at least. There it is. Okay, another O manager. Jeez. So you're going to get a random 6-cost minion. Cool. So lowest attack minion, I can kill the annoying guy. But then they got a 7/6 to beat my face in with. Shoot. Let's do an attack with this first.
Justice.
So at least this won't completely die to that guy. Oh, I had Kindred last turn. Son of a gun. Okay. 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 Still think it was probably the best play to do, but they're going to get a lot more value off that guy still. Shoot. Jeez, that's pretty powerful. Jeez. Yeah, this is out of hand already. I I can Hand of Vidal this, kill this guy. They still got 12, 14 power on board, plus the 4 is 18. Effectively dead there. Consecration kills this. I attack that and kill it. Have 4 mana left. I can do this and kill another Ziliax. That seems better, but still not super great.
Let me
Might be the best call, though. So with that... yeah. Seems like the most efficient way to deal with it. I could Rock Skipper here. Kill that guy, play a Righteous Protector. They get another 6-cost minion at the end of this turn. Thankfully, it's the last one. Oi! Never mind. They probably get another because I assume they play 2 of that spell. Okay, so Aura Paladin working out pretty well. Yeah, nothing I can do here. That was very well played by them.
The victory is yours.
Alright, so it's this one's a sad video. Because I just went 1-4. Shoot. So yeah, that is a little bit more testing of the Grimestreet. That is 2.0 with Consecration. I think Consecration was the right call to get that in here. It is still possible that Treasure Gill and the Resistance or a Hand of Vidal stuff is too cute. Yeah, the slots are... I like most of the slots so far. Like, I didn't see a Dreambound Raptor. Seeing this early, and then, you know, getting a curve into, like, Creature of Madness or even Grimestreet, and then, you know, any of the 3-drops is decent. So I'm going to keep fiddling with this deck and see what I can do, but I appreciate you guys watching. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the Twitch, and if you're watching on Twitch, check out the YouTube. Same handle on both of them. Lots of videos on YouTube. I hate asking for people to like and comment and subscribe and all that nonsense. Like, follow the channel. But it makes a big difference, because the more you interact with stuff like that, the more it's going to show my stuff to other people, which obviously is very helpful and appreciated. So much love, everybody. I'll keep brewing fun stuff and see if I can come up with anything cool for you guys. Peace and love.